So see, if he tries it again with you, make sure you come back and tell your mommy. Hey, that time they go know say your mommy is from Nigeria. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chisom. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I make videos about my life as a permanent resident here in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. You know I got mad love for you. And for my existing subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me all the time. I love you. So from today's video, I am Cedar. We are going to be, by the way, this is my daughter. Her name is Sita. Sita, say hi to our subscribers.
Hi. How are you doing?
So we are going to be talking about like when you land here as a new immigrant and you register your child for the school, be it the public school, be it the Catholic school, or be it the private school. So they have the public schools and they have the Catholic schools and they have the French schools and they have the private schools. So depending on whichever one you're more comfortable with. So when you register them, what their first day in school is going to look like. So I brought Sita here on our channel to walk us through her experience, her first day in school. By the way, Sita attends a Catholic school, but it's like English, while her sisters attend the French school. So she's going to be talking to us her first experience there in her Catholic school and as an African too. So like Sita, take it away. So when we took you to school, what was your first experience like?
So when I entered, it was my first day, when I entered, they took me to the principal's office, and then a lady brought me to my class. And so when I entered, everyone's emotion was just serious. Half were smiling and half were frowning.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think they were frowning?
And when I sat down, the teacher said that I should introduce myself. And when I did, I told them my name and where I was from and that I was new in Canada. Then they all told me, hi, welcome, and then we continued on with class.
And later on, did the teacher try to take you around the school to actually show you what the school looks like?
Yes. So, in schools, I'm just going to tell you how it is. In schools, this normally doesn't happen in Nigeria, but they have something called recess. And that is a 15-minute break they have between classes that they go outside normally to play. And there are 3 recesses a day. So like during the classes, after like 2 subjects, you have recess. For 15 minutes outside. But normally, if it's higher than -28, it's an indoor recess. So you get to play inside.
Oh, so like if it's above like 28, then you have to play inside. But if it's less than 28, then you have to go out and play whether it's snowing or not.
Yeah, it's not an option.
Okay. So like when you go out to play, like what do you wear to, do you have like a particular outfit that you people wear to play out or just your normal school wear?
Oh, we just wear normal clothes with jackets and go out to play. Well, some people wear ski pants, some people don't because they don't like ski pants, and some people do it because they don't have ski pants. So like, we go outside, you just wear normal clothes, because like in Canada, you don't wear a uniform unless like it's like a private school.
By the way, like when they are starting off school, they gave us list of school supplies, right? So the school supplies, go ahead and tell them what the school supplies contains. So these things are things that you will buy. The government is not going to buy your kids' school supplies for you. So what are in the school supplies?
Pencils, erasers, headphones, pens, pens,
colors.
Oh yeah, crayons, markers, and
for some pens. Are there books as well?
Yes, do it things, books.
Rulers.
Well, yeah, and there are rulers and
So yeah, so with those school supplies,
mouse.
they go to school with that supply because those are the materials they're going to use to learn in school. So school is not responsible for providing all those materials for them, right? Because here in Canada, remember that the educational system, from the kindergarten to the elementary, to the high school, like it's funded by the government. Like we don't pay anything except like when they want to go to college, you have fine, you have to fund that. And also like some people take loans, student loans, to go to school, but that's in another video, by the way. So it's funded by the government, but you are responsible for like the school supplies. So when she was resuming school, of course, they sent us all those school supplies, which we ordered, and they went to school with that. So during the class and when your teacher was teaching, so how was it like for you?
So it was a lot different than schools in Nigeria.
So how different was that? Can you give us a sample?
Because usually in Nigeria, first they take notes about everything about the lesson, then they explain it to you and you move on to another subject. But here they do it differently. Most times they do it on computers.
Oh.
I know it's a shocker. We're using computers.
Yeah.
Some assignments they posted on a global app called Seesaw.
Oh.
That's an app that they use to send children assignments to do at school or after school. And it is on a place called another app called Clever. And Clever is used in every Canadian school.
Oh.
So, yes, it is very
so
global.
how do you get to the app?
So it's usually your teacher goes on the App Store and usually gives you a username, and then they will type that username they gave you, and then they will give you the app Clever on your computer. They will sign it up for you, so when you just log in, all you need to go is go to Seesaw on Clever to get to it. There are no usernames, no nothing. But you have to use your username and password to get on Clever. You have to.
Oh, so like it looked like a whole lot. Like back in Nigeria, like of course I know that you don't usually do your assignments, your homework on the computer. Like whenever you come back, you have your books all piled up for you for like your homework and assignment.
Yeah.
But here, like here in Canada, I've not seen them come back with books for assignment. Their assignments are always on the Seesaw, the Clever, and they always do it themselves. Like whenever they come back, they have like their computer. They just log on and then you see them on the dining, they are doing their homework on the computer, and that is pretty amazing. So aside doing homework, you said the difference like your Nigerian school and here in the Canadian school, doing assignments with books and then doing assignments with the computer. What else do you think is the big difference like your Nigerian school and also the Canadian school here?
So we don't normally, we only take notes sometimes. Like if we're doing an experiment or watching a video about it, that's when we take notes. Other times we just do activities. Like once we did a mapping activity that my teacher put us in groups, and then she gave us a sheet of paper that had questions, and then she gave us the Saskatchewan map. And those questions were based on places in the Saskatchewan map that we needed to answer. Oh. Those kind of stuff. And that's what we do for the lessons.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And I have also noticed like a lot of activities they do in school. Like the last time you told me to buy you some sprinkles, they were baking in their school, in their class. You guys did what again?
Yes, that time we were baking because of our writing.
You're writing?
Yes, writing.
Okay.
We have language arts and writing. They are very similar. Okay. Sometimes they get mixed up.
Okay.
But they are different stuff. Language arts is based on how to write. No. Language art is based on how to see things. Writing is based on how to make up stories. Language arts is how to see things more clearly in the world. Some language arts focus on History Month. Then we'll be talking about different people who were fighting for black rights, like Nelson Mandela, who was fighting for the South African people's rights.
Oh, yeah. That was fighting for their freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to our discussion, back to our gist, where you said your first day in school. So after you finish introducing yourself, how nice were your classmates to you?
Yes, they were nice to me. They would usually give me stuff that I didn't have, and like when I came in, there were some utensils I didn't there were some utensils that people could lend to me.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were pretty nice to me. A lot of people were asking to play with me during recess, and it felt really nice.
Oh, that is amazing. And what about the teachers? How do they relate with the children? You know, like here in Canada, especially like just Canada as a whole is a multicultural country, like different ethnicity, different religion, different culture, different backgrounds. Like in your class, I believe you have people from different countries and different culture and different religion and different food. And how do your teacher relate with like kids like from diverse background? How do they relate with them?
Oh, teachers are totally okay with that. They're like fine with it, and most times they get to you to explain where you're from. Like, what kind of foods do you eat? How is it from? So like once my ELA teacher asked me where I was from. I said I was from Nigeria, Asaba, and then she googled the place up. I was surprised.
And how was it like? Hope they didn't show our country looking somehow like they had like total buildings. Did they?
Well, there was only 2 pictures that showed up, and those 2 pictures were about like like that crossover bridge that you go to. That after that bridge you see ShopRite.
Oh yeah.
That place. That's the place that showed.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay.
But a relief.
Okay, so like the teachers are super nice to all the kids. They treat them equally, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what about the children? You said they were super nice to you. Was it very easy to make friends with them? Are there mean ones? Are there ones that look at you differently?
Yes. There are bullies and there are nice people.
Okay.
There are bullies, there are nice people, and there are people who don't want to talk at all.
So like okay, for bullies, like when you say bullies, how do you mean bullies? What like can you give an example?
A bully in my class. Normally at recess, he's always hitting me.
Ooh.
Physically.
Hitting you physically?
Yes.
Person hit you and you not tell me? Somebody hit you and you didn't tell? Oh my god! Okay, so guys, I'm a drama queen, right? So when that happened, like hit you, how do you mean by hit you?
So like when I was walking, he kicked me from behind.
Kicked you where?
From behind, like on my leg, right here where my ankle is.
Okay, and so what did you do?
I just turned back, and I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at the person this way, and then I kick them back and leave.
Okay, so like we're trying not to be violent, right? And whenever somebody tried to bully you,
that was once. Most times I just walked away and told the teacher. And when I told the teacher, surprisingly, they were like, that's how he is. He's always like that.
He's always like that. And it's
to everyone.
They haven't done anything about it.
Oh, no.
They haven't called the parents to talk to the parents to talk to their child?
Oh, they have.
Okay.
But nothing changes. They've tried to call the parents, but he's still the same way every time.
Please, if that boy kick you again, if he try,
he was in my old school.
Oh,
I'm in a new school now.
Thank God. They don't want to see the aboro in me. They don't want to see the aboro in me. I will say if he tries it again with you, make sure you come back and tell your mommy. Hey, that time they go know say your mommy is from Nigeria. Because for Nigeria, we know they keep quiet. So no, now people cannot come here now to come and try all those. Yeah, no, now it's not you, right? Yeah. So she has told me about it, and we've actually discussed how to go about it, especially when people call her names. Because here we don't tolerate people calling us names. I don't tolerate it, and I have told my daughter, I've told her how to go about it. When people call you names, you have to stand up for yourself. Tell them, because I don't really like believe like exchanging words when they call you a terrible name and then you call them back and they're calling you back. No, it doesn't help. It doesn't show the kind of person you are. Like,
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Like, we train those kids well. Like, we try to, of course, also biblically, right? So like when they call you those dating names that you feel you don't like, tell them to their face, don't call me this name again. If you ever try it, I'm going to report to the teacher, and I will make sure I report to the principal, and I will also report to my parents, just to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And if it ever happens again, then you have my parents in school, and make sure to invite your parents as well, and they will have to talk it out, right?
Yeah.
So yes, so you have to stand up for yourself, because if you keep quiet, you will be the nerd in the class. You will be the, how do they call it, mumu in the class. Like, everybody can easily ride on you, right? So let's talk about racism. Has there been any time someone was racist with you?
Racist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and talk about it.
One time when I was about to go out for recess, there was this me and there was this other boy in the in the class putting our boots on to go out for recess, and then we were talking about something funny, and then he called my skin poop, and I'm like, you don't, and I say, you don't really mean that, do you? And he was like, yeah, I do. The color is similar. And then I say, that's just mean. You're being mean. And then I'm like, I'm gonna tell the teacher. And when I'm walking up to the teacher, he's like, wait, no, I didn't actually mean it. I was joking. And I'm like, no, you were not. Then when I tell the teacher, and then after recess, I come in, the teacher already told the principal, and then they already told his parents, and then after that, I inform you guys about it, and then he has to go home with his parents punishing him. And he had to write me an apology letter.
Yeah, so that is just what I told him.
And the principal, and he was told to the principal, and the principal like scolded me about it.
Yeah, so I always tell my kids, stand up for yourself. Don't allow anyone to bully you. Can you imagine him calling her skin poop? I mean, what kind of racism can that be? Because sometimes I just feel that these children, they just wake up and say stuff like that. It could be that something that even some of their parents might have engineered from back home, and they are in school and they are looking at like their classmates, especially maybe people with like a certain skin color, and they are looking at you and thinking that you're more inferior to them. So I always tell them, stand up, because they have you have as much equal rights as they do, right? You are here, you didn't sneak to come to this country, you are here as a permanent resident and soon to be a citizen. So yeah, stand up for yourself and don't let anyone bully you, because once they start, they're not gonna stop. That's what bullies do. They're not gonna stop until they bring you down. Okay, can you tell us about some activities that you people do, like any extracurricular activities? Sport, do you people play volleyball, basketball, soccer? What is it?
There's one sad thing.
What is that?
Everything, all the sports, some. But here is one thing. A sport. I have never heard of a sport in our school that would allow grade 4 to play. So first, they started a new sport, badminton. But they said from grade 5!
Oh, only for the higher grades?
Wait until next year.
Oh yeah. Church, is it next year? You're entering grade 5 by September.
Yes, September in school. Oh, you say next year?
So it's not
You mean
next year.
September?
Yeah, September this year. You'll be in grade 5.
Mom, from September to October, that is a year in school. So like, what do you mean like next year? Next year when you're in grade 5, like the next year of school starting from September.
Oh, I thought you said next year, like 2024.
I'd already be in grade 5.
Yeah. So thank you for explaining that. This you people's Canada system. Thank you, Cedar, for being on our channel today. I really do
4
appreciate.
likes.
Yeah, 4 likes.
In that sentence, yes, you said 4 likes.
I'm so sorry about that. I can't help it. So thank you for being in my video today. Hope we can see you on some other time on our
At the end of the day, my teacher always gives us high 4s for grade 4.
So high 4 then. Yeah. Okay, so good to see you and good to have you on our channel, and hope to have you back. Thank you so much for watching our video. Can you say bye to my...
Bye! Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
You heard her.